Sometimes silence feels louder than words. You send a message, you wait for a reply, and nothing comes. Hours pass, maybe even days, and suddenly your mind starts creating stories. Is he losing interest? Is he ignoring you? Did you say something wrong? But the truth is, when a man goes silent, it doesn't always mean what you think it means. Many men process emotions very differently. When something bothers them, their first instinct is not always to talk about it. Instead, they pull back and think. Silence becomes their way of sorting through confusion, pressure, or emotions they can't easily explain. While you may want to talk things through immediately, he might need distance to understand what he's feeling. Sometimes his silence means he's overwhelmed. Life can stack pressure from every direction: work stress, financial worries, family expectations, and personal doubts. When everything starts piling up, many men shut down socially. Not because they don't care about you, but because they're trying to hold themselves together. In his mind, he might be thinking, "I need to fix this first before I talk." Other times, silence comes from fear. Not fear of you, but fear of saying the wrong thing. He might be worried that if he speaks too quickly, he could make things worse. So instead of risking a mistake, he stays quiet, hoping the tension will settle or that he'll eventually find the right words. There's also another possibility that many people don't like to hear. Sometimes silence means he's unsure about the relationship itself. He could be thinking about where things are going, whether he's ready for something deeper, or whether he's capable of giving you what you deserve. These thoughts can create distance, not because he wants to hurt you, but because he's trying to figure out his own feelings. But silence doesn't always mean something negative. Sometimes it simply means he feels comfortable. When a man trusts someone deeply, he doesn't always feel the need to fill every moment with conversation. Quiet moments can feel safe rather than awkward. In his mind, he might be thinking, "I don't have to perform here. I can just be myself." There are also moments when a man goes silent because he's protecting his pride. If he feels hurt, criticized, or misunderstood, he may withdraw instead of arguing. Many men grow up believing they shouldn't show vulnerability easily. So, rather than saying, "That hurt me," they choose silence as a shield. And then there's the possibility that he's simply thinking about you more than you realize. While he's quiet, he might be replaying conversations in his head, wondering if he handled things right, or trying to understand your feelings better. Silence, in that case, is not distance, it's reflection. The problem is that silence creates a gap, and the human mind hates gaps. When we don't have answers, we fill them with our fears. We assume the worst because uncertainty is uncomfortable. But the truth is, his silence might have nothing to do with losing interest and everything to do with how he processes life. Instead of immediately assuming something is wrong, sometimes the best thing you can do is give space. Not as a punishment, not as a game, but as a respect for how someone else deals with their thoughts. When the pressure disappears, people often return with more honesty and clarity. Of course, there's a difference between thoughtful silence and emotional distance. If silence becomes constant neglect, if communication completely disappears, then it's important to notice that too. A healthy connection eventually finds its way back to conversation. But in many cases, silence is simply a pause, not an ending. Behind that quiet moment, his mind could be full of thoughts he hasn't figured out how to say yet. And sometimes the things people struggle the most to say are the things they feel the deepest.